My experience took place a little over 3 months ago. During this period, I was definitely agnostic in the sense that I didn't think about God. Although my family is Catholic, I felt that there was nothing that bound me to that religion. But everything changed on the night of October 6, 2018, at 3 a.m. I view my experience as something extraordinary, which has changed my life forever. That night I went to sleep as usual. Suddenly, I woke up to strong, earthquake tremors. The entire family woke up and got ready to get out of the house if necessary. The tremors passed and we were able to go back to bed. I could hardly walk from the fright, but eventually managed to get back to my room. After I got back into bed, I began to shake because I was terrified that the large light above my bed would fall and crush me. Suddenly, I began to feel a searing pain in my chest that took my breath away. The pain was so overwhelming, that I lost consciousness. My parents were too far away and in another room, so they did not hear my suffocated cries for help. As I lost consciousness, I realized that I still was completely lucid and aware of what was going on. I began to feel a huge sensation of lightness and peace. My senses were awake. I turned around instinctively and to my great surprise, I saw my body still lying on the bed with the eyes shut. I then understood that I was outside of my body. At first I thought that I had died. Then I remembered having read about out-of-body experiences and convinced myself that that was what was happening to me. Only afterwards, did I realize that I had had a cardiac arrest. Taking advantage of the fact that nobody could see me, I began to wander around on the astral plane into friends' and relatives' houses out of pure curiosity. At a certain point, I heard a voice that came from deep inside of me, compelling me to go towards the sky. I intuitively went towards the stars. Before me unfolded a scene that I had never seen in my whole life. I saw dazzling, beautiful lights in so many colors, among which were white, pink, and gold mixed together. There was no tunnel. These marvelous lights filled the whole sky. I wanted to go towards the lights but was blocked by a collective presence. I couldn't see the other worldly beings, but I could feel their presence. I instinctively knew that this collective presence was God. I wondered how this was possible given that during this time I didn't believe in God. My train of thought was interrupted when one of the divine beings communicated with me telepathically the following. You and I are one and the same. No one is separated from anyone. Before I had time to process this, the being continued, we are the beings that God created. I didn't understand the meaning of this sentence. But then I was focused on a ray of white light coming towards me. I knew it was different from the other lights as it immersed me in its purity. I felt an overwhelming sensation of absolute peace. The light was dazzling but it didn't blind me. While bathing in total peace, divine images appeared before me. I don't know how to explain in our language, but it was my spirit. I was being shown my life from the moment of my birth. Before I was born, I existed as God the Omnipotent Father, and then I was split from my true essence, God, to come to earth. The purpose of this division has always been for spiritual advancement. Furthermore, I knew that the true objective of incarnation is to express our true essence, i.e., God the Father. I also saw that one day we would all unite as one God without ever losing our individuality. I knew that no hell or destiny exists. In fact, as God, we are all able to create our own lives according to the emotions we feel. There are no limits to the wishes that we can fulfill, and this too forms a part of our spiritual development. Moreover, our beliefs create our reality to the extent that we can manifest the divine on the astral plane. This always comes from within, as we are the only true God. It's not that we represent one small part of the divine, but that we all are the Almighty, in its whole, because this can never be divided. After seeing these visions, I returned to my body and have retained all of the knowledge.